Next, I'd like to introduce Sameera up to the stage. Sameera is 9 years old and 10 years old and is in 5th grade at the Miller Elementary School in Holliston. Sameera is interested in science. I'd like to introduce Sameera up to the stage.
My name is Sameera, and I will be talking about robots. I would like to thank Mushi on his amazing speech about tribalism. Before I start, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My 3 points are, what are robots, the history of robots, and how can robots help us? What are robots? Robots are machines that are programmed by a computer, or you can move them with the remote control. There are like different kinds of robots. There's like a robot that can, like a household robot that can clean your house. There's like multiple different kinds of robots, but there's like a robot that can do surgery, which is called a nanorobot, and there's a robot called mechanical robots, like a mechanical arm that helps with construction, building houses, and building stuff. The mechanical robot arm is actually a really interesting one because there was a person who was always thinking and wondering, how can I make building easier? So he had a coffee mug on his desk. He also had scissors nearby. He was wondering and thinking and looking at the scissors. He's like, how do scissors work? So he picked up the scissors, he opened it. He took it, he took the scissor and held it with his coffee mug. Then he picked up his coffee mug and he put it into a different place. Then he's like, hey, I can use this to build houses if I had a device to do it, or like a robot. So he took this idea. So he and his partner kept on thinking about how can we do this. Finally, they invented an arm that was like a big claw that could pick up stuff and move stuff. This was called a mechanical arm robot. So when he went to show it to his town, the people in his town watched a ton of scary movies about how robots are really, really scary in movies because they're like evil robots. So when he went to show it to his town, the people of this town got so scared that they literally ran away. So this went worldwide. So a person from Japan heard this. So he was like, so he made a deal with the person. He was like, I will buy the robot from you and pay you money. So obviously he did the deal. He went to Japan, took the money, and sold the mechanical arm robot. So when the person, this mechanical arm robot went worldwide. So now, today, we use it every day in our lives. We also use regular robots in our lives. No matter how the robots look, if they're in human form or just a regular bot, they will always help us with the harder jobs that humans can't do. Now for my second point, the history of robots. The history of robots started in the Industrial Revolution of mechanics. There was a person named George Devil who who created the first robot. But it was a robot that you needed wires to make it move. So after he passed away, another person found his ideas. He made the robot better. Instead of using wires to connect the robot to move, you can either program the robot or you can use like a controller to move it. Now, this also went worldwide, and everybody started using robots in their daily life. Like for cleaning, as an example, as a Roomba, or for like as I said previously, like for construction, a mechanical arm robot. This concludes my second point. Now for my third point. Before I start my third point, why did the robot go back to school? Okay. Because his skills were getting a little bit rusty. Now for my third point. How can robots help us? Robots can help us in many, many different ways. Like I said before, they can help us with construction, or nanobots can help us with surgery. Or like in the military, instead of us, the robots would do the work. But there are also consequences to this. Robots are slowly taking over human jobs, but first of all, if robots do the job for you, people won't get paid, so then how will they buy clothes, food, and earn more money? And then second of all, if the person actually likes the job, and they won't get to do it because the robot will do it for them. There are lots of consequences to this. Like, recently, my mom's Roomba, which is a cleaning robot, she put it upstairs. It was cleaning her bedroom, but there was a glass photo frame next to her bed. So the Roomba, it came and it broke the glass. So this is why robots we should be careful with the robots, because they can do many things, like they can malfunction all of a sudden, or if you spill water, they'll break. This is why humans can do the job, because robots can't think logically like we do. There's also another one where it was the same thing, a Roomba, it was cleaning, and a person from South Korea, she was sleeping on the floor. Suddenly, the robot was cleaning the house, it just turned on automatically all of a sudden, and it was cleaning the house, and it went by to stop by her hair, and it pulled off all of her hair. And that was just completely bad. Those two stories that I just told you were real, and it seems like we really got to be careful when we use robots. We can use robots, but we have to be careful if we use them, because they can break. I hope robots will get better in life, and we should be more careful with them. Thanks for listening.